and welcome back to a sort of writing vlog. I think this video will just consist of today, if everything goes according to plan. But I haven't really been filming myself writing for a long time because I haven't really been writing for a long time. So today is the 20th of July. How is it already the 20th of July? Either way, it's the 20th of July, it's a Monday. I have today off from work because I worked this past weekend, so I get today off as compensation. And I have writing intentions with the day. So I don't know if this video is going up before or after my new project announcement video, or if I'm even putting that video up at all. I haven't filmed it yet, so shh. But I have a new plan. I have a new story idea that I've been sort of churning around for a little while. I got the idea for the characters a little while ago, and just over the past couple of days built something, namely this super thin little thing, which is the first three are yellow, and those are my main characters, and then purple is plot. So it's apparently very short, but it's also these are very, very brief. Either way, I am going to write today, and I know for a fact that the 24-hour live stream announcement has gone up. That went up for me yesterday. And if you've seen that video, I will have a link up above if you haven't. But if you've seen that video, you know that Bug and I intend to write for 24 hours straight in November for NaNoWriMo, and we're aiming to get our 50,000 words done during that stream. That comes out to about 20,083 words per hour, which doesn't sound impossible, but it's a lot to keep up for 24 hours. So I have decided that I need to test this out a little bit before that. I haven't been writing for a long time. I finally have a story I'm excited about. Hopefully it stays that way. And I'm not going to do a 24-hour thing, probably. I might, but before the big stream we're doing. But I want to see how I can write, how fast I can write, how much I can write in a period of time. So I've decided that today is another 10k day. Now, I've done at least one 10k day video before, which I'll link up above if you're interested, and I intend to do one today as well. So what I want to see, not just today, but over time, is if I can keep up the pace needed to write 50,000 words in 24 hours. So 10,000 words divided by 2,083 comes out to 4.8, so under 5 hours. I'm not gonna bother with figuring out what 0.8 of an hour comes out to be. Should be like 50 minutes, probably. So I'm gonna try to get my 10,000 words in 5 hours. We'll see how that goes. Now, I'm gonna be nice to myself since it's the first day trying this. I will count up my writing time. So I'm going to count the time I actually spend writing, and hopefully I won't be too distracted. That would be very nice. So anyway, I should stop rambling and get on with the story, get on with writing, get on with today, and I will report back occasionally and let you know how I do. But yes, I'm excited and I'm scared. Alright, see you later. Alright, so I've been writing for exactly an hour now. It's been an hour since I started the first sprint. I have done 3 sprints in this time. The first one was 10 minutes and I got 534 words. Second one was 15 minutes and I got 938 words. And the third one was 25 minutes and I got 1,315 words. So my total for the first hour is 2,787, so 704 words more than I needed, which is really good, actually. I don't know why I kept thinking throughout it that I needed like 2,400 words, and so I was stressing out a little bit that I wasn't gonna get there, but I actually only needed 2,083, so did alright. So I've started the story. I am on Simon's second chapter. Noah had a chapter in between, and I just realized I didn't plug in the microphone, so enjoy the variation in sound quality, shall we? But it's going okay. It's weird to be writing in Swedish because this is probably the first project I've done in Swedish in many years. Like, I can't remember the last time I wrote in Swedish creatively like this. So it feels a bit weird, and I've already used like 2 placeholder phrases that are English because I don't really know the Swedish equivalent, or I couldn't really think of it in the moment. It's going okay. They are about to meet soon, and they're gonna have, I don't want to say steamy first meeting, but they're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be good. So I'm excited to write that, but first I think I'm gonna go have some lunch. It is about 1 o'clock now, and I should maybe have lunch. So I'm gonna do that and then come back, hoping that lunch doesn't take more than like half an hour, but I can't promise anything. I'm gonna let myself eat and chill, and when we're doing the stream I will be eating while streaming. I will just be like scooping food in as I'm typing. Might not do that now. Probably won't do that now because this is just a practice run and it's the first practice round. So yeah, but happy with the first hour in terms of word count. Decently happy in terms of quality. It still feels really weird to be going in Swedish, and it just feels clunky, and that's one of the reasons why I don't write a lot in Swedish, because I feel like it's just clunky and doesn't, you know, isn't as smooth and runs as well, roses, and that doesn't read as well as it does when I write in English, but it is what it is. My plan for November is to write in English, especially since it's easier for me, and Bug and I will be writing the same story, and I would prefer it if it didn't in the same language, so yes. Anyway, I'm gonna have lunch now. I'll report back later. Bye. Hello, this is a really weird angle, and I'm now in my kitchen, or our kitchen. But I just wanted to say that it is now about 2:30, just after 2:30. I had like 35-40 minute lunch break, and then I've been writing since, and I just realized I didn't bring my notes. Hold on, I'll be right back. I am back. So I'm gonna squat down. This is a really bad angle. Okay, I'm in like a sumo stance right now. So anyway, I have been writing now for a while. My active writing time so far is 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25 minutes. So I'll put on the screen how long that is. And I am now at 5,418 words, which is more than halfway, and I am halfway time-wise, so that feels very good. I have now moved out into the kitchen because I want cookies, so I'm gonna make those. I have frozen cookie dough in the freezer that I made a couple weeks ago, and it's great to just slice up and put in the oven. So I'm gonna do that, I'm out of breath, and keep writing. I do think I can do this, and I'm starting to feel better about the actual story as well, or not the story, I felt good about that from the start, but like the writing, the progress, all of that. So I'm gonna make cookies now and talk to you in a bit. Hello again. I feel like I'm framing myself really badly in all these shots, but I'm using kind of a small tripod and I can't be bothered to change it, even though I can see a bigger one like 2 feet away from me. Anyway, I'm here to tell you that it is currently 4:02, and I finished my latest sprint at 4, so it's taking me 2 minutes to set this up, sort of, and breathe and stuff. And it's going really well. I have now been at it for just over 4 hours. I started my first sprint at 11:54, so I have less than an hour now left to finish this, but I have 8,567 words right now, so I need to write about 1,400 words to finish this on time, and I would ideally like to be done at 5 or, you know, at 4:54 if we're gonna be, you know, really exact about it, and I think I can do it. It's going really well. So I'm gonna have my first half-hour sprint for the day now. Maybe that's enough. Maybe I will get that many words in half an hour. My 25-minute sprints have been going okay. My wordiest one was 1,434 words, so maybe. but I'm going to do half an hour and then another 10-15 minutes, whatever I think I need to get to 10k. This is going really well. I am enjoying it. It's going a little too well. I'm surprised it's going this well, but I like it, and I am not as far into the story as I thought I would be, which is good, because I have this thing, or I used to have this thing at least when I was younger, when I used to really like go from plot point to plot point to plot point, and if I had 15 things that I wanted to include, I would be on thing 10 halfway into the book, because I was just like hitting all those things. Now I have a very small outline, very short outline, and despite that I'm on like my second or third post-it note so far, so that feels really, really good. And I think maybe I have outgrown the, you know, get there as soon as possible thing, or I'm just lucky with yet another story. We'll see. Now the battery's flashing at me and I should really get back to writing, but it's going well, and I'm excited to let you know how this whole thing goes, how it ends. And also share some stats, because I've been doing some math and I have some interesting things that I discovered. So see you soon in the next clip, which will hopefully, probably, maybe be the last one for this video. And I did it! I just had my half-hour sprint. It is now 4:41, and as you might have seen from the clip right before, my sprint actually ended when I was at 9,990 words, so 10 words short. So I did continue that sprint and get the final 10 words that I needed, and I will say that I did, you know, take 20 seconds to go get the camera and stuff to film myself reaching 10k, so I'm gonna count it as a win, and either way, it is like I said now it is 4:42 and I started at 11:54, so I managed 10k at the speed that I have to keep up for 24 hours for 5 hours. Does that make sense? I have written for just under 5 hours. I'm actually going to try to figure out, okay, if we have an hour, 60 minutes, and then we have 80% of that, that is 48 minutes. So I didn't just do it in 5 hours, which was what I was rounding up to in the first math that I did. I actually also got it done in under 4.8 hours. If my math is correct, don't quote me on that. Please, by all means, fact check it and let me know in the comments if I did math completely wrong. But yeah, that went really well. So I'm going to do a little bit of math here, just because we're talking about it, and share some stats with you, because I'm very intrigued by this. Alright, so I've done some math, and my total writing time has been 190 minutes, 190 minutes. I also took a break for food, but that's not counted in those minutes, but I wanted to see if I could take the break for food in the 5-hour window and still succeed, and I could. So that's all very good. So 190 minutes comes out to 3.167 hours, which is way less than what it needed to be. And I averaged 3,154 words an hour, according to the calculations that I've done, which is actually really good, and it's about 1,100 words more than I need, something like that. Again, if I needed 2,083 words and I got 3,154, almost 1,100, at least 1,000 more than I needed, you know? So that is all really exciting. The problem is, can I keep this up for 24 hours? No idea. I guess we'll see when November 1st rolls around. But I did more math. So I did do one 5-minute sprint during this when I was waiting for the cookies to cook and become cookies. And I did a 5-minute sprint in which I got 251 words. Dividing that into single minutes, so dividing that into 5, comes to 50,000, no, not 50,000. Dividing 251 by 5 to get the minutes, words per minute, comes to 50.2. 50.2 times 60 to make an hour times 24 for the whole write-a-thon comes to 72,288. And again, I'm not expecting to keep this pace up, but it's interesting to see how much I theoretically and hypothetically could get done. I also took my wordiest 25-minute sprint, I believe. Yes, that was my wordiest one. I need to double check my other paper. My wordiest 25-minute sprint, I got 1,434 words in 25 minutes. That comes out to 57.36 words per minute, which if I take that times 60 times 24 to do the same math again, comes out to 82,598. That's a lot of words. That's a book. 50,000 is arguably a book as well, depending on the word count that you need for whatever genre you're writing and for that story. But that's really cool. I mean, just getting 50,000 words in 24 hours would be amazing, and this experiment made it seem like I could, and I will not take food breaks away from my computer when we're doing the stream is my plan, because we will be streaming for 24 hours. Maybe I should be streaming for 24 hours. I'm gonna take bathroom breaks, don't worry, but like, for the most part, I want to be in front of my computer. So it's actually really, really, really cool. I'm just gonna do one last math. So if I take the 3,154 words that I averaged an hour during my writing hours and break that down into minutes, I averaged about 52.63 words a minute. 52.63 times 60 times 24 means that if I manage to keep this up, could write 75,787 words. 75,787 words in 24 hours. That is with like no breaks. That is without getting the camera, it's without going to the bathroom, it's without taking food off camera and all that. But so I clearly have the speed. Question is, do I have the stamina? And I guess I'm gonna do a couple more writing experiments before November 1st, before we attempt this. I have vacation coming up soon. I have 2 weeks off work. 1 week is pretty packed with other things, but Marcus and I are intending to do a couple of writing experiments that I'm not gonna tell you what they are yet, but we're planning to do them. So I guess I will have to figure out stamina as we move on, and also like motivation, inspiration, because sometimes I do well with that, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I can have a really vague idea or a really detailed outline or something in between and succeed really well and do really well and stay focused and inspired and motivated all the way through. Or the opposite, no matter how much I planned or how little I planned, occasionally I will just lose steam and interest in the story. And if that happens in those 24 hours in November, this will not happen. So I do have a couple of writing experiments coming up. I am also on the 15th or 16th of August, I will be participating in another 24-hour stream sprint thing. I don't yet know my time slot, but it's Jessica Williamson who is operating this, who's doing this whole thing. So I will link to her channel down below for more information, and I'll let you know when I know. But yeah, I guess that's the end of this video. And now it is 4:52. So in 2 minutes, I've been at this for 5 hours. And I am happy. I am satisfied. I am very glad with what I've gotten done. I feel like my story is coming along pretty nicely, actually. And again, I'm not as far into my, my little teeny tiny outline as I thought I was going to be, which is good. But I am 10,000 words in, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm feeling really good, but I'm feeling a bit surprised because these 5 hours have gone like that. But either way, I am going to sign off here, edit this video hopefully, and get this up eventually. But I am excited, and clearly this might work. Whatever you do, don't come back and throw that in my face in the chat in the middle of the night on the 1st of November when I'm just dreading and regretting this whole decision. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon, so I'll see you then. Bye!